Very good morning, student. Today I'll take your revision test of lesson 4, 5 and 6. This is your combined revisions test and this is just to practice or make you practice for the exam. So let's discuss the chapter individually and then we will discuss the test paper which I'll give you for the today. Now, in chapter 4, that is solid, liquid and gas, we have covered the following topics while studying this chapter. Arrangement of molecules in matter. Arrangement of molecules means there are three states of matter. You all know, that is solid, liquid and gas. So the arrangement of molecule in these three states of matter is different. In the solid, the molecules are tightly packed, but in liquid they are loosely, and in gas, when we came to the gas state of matter, it is very loose compared to liquid and solid. Now, solid, liquid and gases in water. Then we have covered changes of state and physical and chemical change. In changes of state, we have studied when the solid changes into liquid or when the liquid changes into solid, what we call that particular process. Then physical and chemical change we have studied. Physical change is a change which is temporary in nature and chemical change is a change which is permanent in nature. This much topic we have already discussed in the class, as well as you have given the test of this chapter also. So today you have to give the test of this chapter, as well as while studying about the chapter you have to cover these exercises also which is given in between the chapter, as well as the hard words given here. Means the exercises can be formed from these hard words also. So I hope it is clear, or this chapter is clear to you all. Now the next chapter, this chapter 5, soil. In this chapter we have covered the topic soil, soil profile, soil erosion and soil conservation. In soil we have studied how the soil is formed. That process is called weathering. Soil profile, we have studied that there are three layers found in the soil profile, that is topsoil, subsoil and bedrock. Now comes soil erosion. When the soil is started erosion, or that process is when the wearing or tearing away of soil due to the strong wind, running water or human activities, that process is called soil erosion. We have studied this topic in detail. Then soil conservation, it means how to protect the soil from soil erosion. That process is called soil conservation. We have studied so many steps to conserve the soil, like building embankment, planting more number of trees, avoid the overgrazing of animals. These steps we have studied in the soil conservation. Then for the exam purpose you have to study these exercises which is given in between the chapter, as well as the hard words given here, because the exercises from this also can be formed. Now come to the next chapter, that is rocks and minerals, chapter number 6. In this we have studied types of rock. Means there are three types of rock found on the earth, that is igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Then minerals. Minerals are building blocks of rocks, or you can say rocks are made up of minerals. Then uses of rocks and minerals we have studied, means where we use rocks and minerals in our day-to-day life. These topics we have covered in this chapter. So in this also you have to study in between exercises which is given in between the chapter, as well as the keywords given over here for the exam purpose. I hope it is clear you all. Now we will discuss the question paper. So student, here is your combined revision test of lesson 4, 5 and 6. This test paper I have divided into 4 sections, that is A, B, C and D. You have to write the full sentence, or you can say complete sentence of each exercise. So let's start discussing the question paper. In section A you have to write T for true and F for false statement. In the first statement, liquids have definite shape but no definite volume. Is it true or false? You have to tell it in the box. Now, the process of changing a solid into liquid on heating is called evaporation. So what we call that process in which a solid changes into liquid form? According to that process you have to write T or F. Soil is not important for plants animal and human being. Is it true or false? Now, minerals are chemical substances that occur naturally on the earth. So, is it true or false? You have to mention it in the box given here. Now, come to the B section, that is filling the blanks. The Agra fort in Agra is made up of red. Now, you have to write the type of rock which is used to make the Agra fort. Second question, slate is formed from shale on dash rock. You have to write the name of the rock. Dash. Now third question, dash is the remains of dead plants and animals found in the soil. What we call that is found in the soil and which is made up of dead plants and dead animals. Now fourth, wind and running water cause dash. What they cause? Wind and running water. Because of the wind and running water, what occurs in the nature or in the environment? You have to mention it in the blanks. Now fifth, a dash change is a temporary change. Which change is a temporary change? You have to mention in the blank. Now the C section is unscramble the following. Here the letters are in jumbled form. You have to write the correct word made of these letters. So these I have given 4. You have to mention in front of each. Now in the D section, you have to define chemical change. Means what do you understand by the chemical change? This you have to mention in this section. I hope the question paper is clear to you all. Now you have to complete this question paper till 9:30 and submit it in the class group. Write the complete sentence of each one exercise. If you want, you can leave this one and just write the answers, but apart from this, you have to mention all the things with complete sentence. Thank you class, and all the very best for the test.